Alright guys, it's November 1st, 2019, and I haven't put up any videos in 3 months. So what I'm going to do here is going to have a couple of videos here of what I've been doing the last 3 months. As you know, 3 months ago I had a powerlifting meet. So that's the last time I actually did any training or did any exercising down in the basement. I had a lot of things I did in the yard. Before the meet I had the patio put in, and I did some removing of old grass that was ruined by the contractor that did my patio. So I made a video, or a couple of videos of that. Also, I put up a couple of videos of the patio project. So in the beginning of July, before my meet, I bought a car. I got rid of my old Explorer I had for 20 years, and I bought myself a car. It's my first car in 20 years, and I bought a 2015 Volkswagen Beetle. It was just a regular looking Beetle, and in the course of the years, when I was younger, I did a lot of custom work on cars and motorcycles. So, staying with the tradition, I wanted to make this car mine. So I did a few custom upgrades to the car, and I took some videos of it, and I'm going to make a video of the whole customization that I did to the car. I wasn't planning on doing it, so the parts that I did was far in between. It wasn't really a actual thing that I was going to do. So the first video here is going to be my my customizing my new 2015 Beetle. Also, on the second video, I'm going to have hopefully I can do some fast action videos here, speed up the work, because right after I did the customization of my video, that I started on the French Drain project, and it ran from the end of July, actually middle of August up until last Sunday. And this is November 1st. I just squeaked in to finish the whole project here before we got our first snowstorm yesterday. We got 4 inches of snow. And now it's 18 degrees outside, so it looks like yard work is finished for the season. So whatever I have left to do, I'm going to have to wait till spring and start finishing whatever I couldn't finish this year. I did the customizing on my car in stages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video in the order of when I did each project on the car. So one of the projects was to get rid of the back seat, because I got these 2 Huskies, and what happened is that the back deck behind the seat is pretty big if you have a small dog, a medium-sized dog. But for a Husky, it was too small, too confining, and the seat does go down. So you have from the back of the hatch window all the way to the back of the front seat, you have all that room. But what you have is, when you put that front seat down, when you put the back seat down, you have like this much of a step from the back deck, then the back seat down, and then to the back of the front seats. So what happens is, if the dog is in the deck part, and then all of a sudden you have to slow down fast or whatever, and they lose their balance, they're going to come forward, and what they're going to do is they're going to trip on this ledge. So I'm going to eliminate the whole back seat, because I'm never going to have anybody sitting back there anyway. Before I got that Explorer, I've never had any cars that had anybody sitting in the back. I've always had Corvettes or whatever, two-seaters. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to remove the back seat. Then I'm going to make a floor to extend to the back of the front seats. So that way it's all level, all the way from where the hatch back is and the deck back there, all the way to the front. That way they have plenty of room to lay around. I'm not going to be able to take both dogs out at the same time. It's still not going to, it's not that big. It was good enough for one dog. So they'll be able to move around, look out the window, whatever. And the big guy, he likes to lay down and look out the window. And so it'll be perfect for him. So, yeah, so that's what I did. So I'm going to show how I did that. Now, as far as the racing stripes, I'll show you the before and the after. I have no videos of me actually installing it. It wasn't really that hard. I wish I could have made videos of it. And that's another thing. It's really hard to do these kind of videos because you're handling tools and you're taking off parts and you're holding the camera. If you have it on a tripod, then you don't even know if you're in the picture or not because you're moving around, or you're actually showing the project installation or whatever you're doing, or the removal of stuff. It's actually in view because you're moving around. So stuff like this is really nice to have two people. One people with the camera and the one person, you know, doing the mechanics. But the way it is, the way I have it set up, I have to do everything myself. So sometimes I have to just like shut off the camera and forget about it. Otherwise I'll never get any of the projects done. So I just want to let you know that I'll be jumping around and some things you'll be missed. Because this is not a how-to, I just want to show you what I was doing. If it was a how-to video, then I would have been more precise on how I made the videos, and I would have did it step by step and actually have the camera set up for that. But as far as just wanting to show you guys what I was doing and some things that you know, I like to do besides you know, training and competing in powerlifting. All right, here we are at the hatch, and the latch camera is already installed, and over here you see this is the camera cable. This is what goes to the front of the car under the dash into the radio. This is the to unlock the hatch. This is keyless entry, and a few other things here that that's needed to run the latch. So that's already installed. So then I took the cabling and I got this lamp here. I'm going to have to, because there's really no easy way to do this. So I took the cabling and I ran it with the cabling that came with the car. And I ran it all the way to the back of the hatch here. Alright, so as you see here, I hope you can see there's instructions. If anybody's interested in doing this, I'll give you a link to the company that sells these. They give you the instructions how to do this. So actually you know, but I'm showing you what I got to do in order to get this cable to the front of the car. So you see right there's a hole here. Okay, you see how this cabling goes in here? Okay, so the this cabling that I got here for the camera is going to go in here, and it goes down through this grommet, and it has to go through this holes, through this other grommet, and then just run the cable through here, down through here, down through here, and back here, and down there, and then down to the floor, and then to the front. And I'll move on here and keep going here, show you. All right, so let's get to the panel. All right, so this is the side panel. I had to take off. Now this is the speaker cover, and there's another speaker here. I unplugged it. Now what I was talking about, there's these little clips, and these clip in to recesses in the side of the car here. So there's one here and one here. Okay, so it's very easy to pop out with the pry tools. There's a fastener that fits in here, and this fastener doesn't get pulled out. This fastener you have to lift and move it out. And the same thing for this one. There's another one right here. And so when I pull the panel out to look inside, I got a flashlight. I could see the fastener, but I couldn't see that because this was covered. So I couldn't see this here, where if I would have seen it, then I would have known that you have to pull it out. But when I went on the website and looked at the fasteners, then I could see that it was like a type of a sliding type fastener. Alright, so this is the panel. Let me see. Just gotta be very careful here. I really didn't want to make any videos of this, but all over the internet you just cannot find it. So here's the panel, as good as I can show you. Let's see, let's get... Okay, this is the panel. The lighting's not that great in here either, so I really don't know how this is going to come out when I go do the editing. Alright, so this is the panel. I'm going to lay it down here real nice so I don't scratch anything up. Alright, so we're going to go inside the car. This is the cable. The cable is going to go in here. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it from there, down here, down to the floor. As you can see, there's cabling right there. And then I'm going to run it in between the carpet and the body of the car, and all the way to the front. So I took all these panels out already. So like I said, if you guys are doing this, you're already mechanically inclined. The only thing that you're going to have a problem is not knowing how these panels are taken out. In the last clip you saw, I had this taken off. Okay, so there's clips. Use one of these tools to pull this out. And I'll show you the clips as soon as I take this back off. So, alright, so I thought, okay, I'll take this off, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the cabling once I take it out and see what it looks like under there. So, I got all the clips down here now, I got it loose. Thinking that these would be, this would have clips too. So you just, I take the pry bar and pry it off, but not knowing there's a screw that comes out of the body of the car, and then there's a nut that goes on here to hold this on. So all this time I'm trying to pull it on and unclip it, and it wouldn't come out. Well, you can't get to that unless you pull this whole damn panel out of here to get to that little thing. Instead of making it where you could just pull it out so whoever's working on it can just look at it. No, you gotta take that whole panel out to get to this. Also, if you decide you want to take the if you want to take your seat out completely, which I'm going to because I have the dogs and I want to use the back here for the dogs, and it's just too small. Right here is there's 2 bolts right there and up there. There's 2 bolts. You can't get to them unless you take this panel off. They didn't make it where you could just get in there and take it off. So with this video, which is helping you guys learn how to take this panel off and be able to take this kick panel off here for the rocker. You can't unless you take this off first. And here I'm going to show you, okay, here's that fastener I was talking about. Right here is the fastener. So what happens is you can't pop this out. You have to slide the panel up and out. That's how that works. So here's the clips. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. These clips, and these clips go in here. So that clip goes in here, and you put it back on. And same thing when you take it off. You take the pry bar. Here's the pry bar like this. You stick it in here like this, and you just go like this. And once you unhook one of them, then you can almost take it by hand and pull it out. But because of that screw over there, I couldn't get this out of here. I just wanted to get this off just to take a look and see if that's what I have to do, because it looked like I was going to have to run the wiring into the headliner all the way to the front of the car, and that was going to be a real bad job, taking the headliner off. And it's probably too dark, but you can see over here I have to take that all out, and there's all kinds of clips and everything that's under here. Plus I got the sunroof, which is completely different because you got seals there to stop the water from leaking in there. This is going to be a dark clip, but you guys get the idea. So that's the reason why I wanted to take that off, but I ended up having to take the whole side of the car off, and that's the way I'm going to run the cables, just like it should, because there's already cabling in there, as you see right here. You see right there, there's cable, that's the cable right there. So I'll just run my cable right alongside that one. Alright, so we're here in the car. I finished the installation of the camera, so it's working perfectly. So I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like with the review camera on the dash screen. There you go, working perfectly after ripping out all the panels and doing all the wiring. So yep, that's it, works as advertised.